Oh, it's time to grab your glasses, family. It's time for us to get started. I'm so excited. Sitting up here, Kid Magic Rock. Shots out. Here we go. Drink your water. Come on, drink your water, but first, take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Drink. Or should I say, breathe, then drink. Take a breath. Take your breath. Oh, fam, we are here. We are live, man. I am so glad to be standing in the congregation of the mighty, because where else would I stand? Man, where else would I stand, family? I want to welcome you. I want to ask you to like, subscribe, share, most importantly, comment, because the only way we grow is, guess what? If we grow. And we're going to keep on growing, right? We're going to grow one person at a time, because the only way we grow, once again, is if we grow. I want to say great Ujima to each and every last one of you. Yep. Clap it up. Man, and we are on a double Nia this week. So we want to clap it up for the Nia babies. Man. I'm also kind of in celebration because I did real good on my fast yesterday. I did kind of break it with a Jolly Rancher or two. But with no other food around, I made it all the way through my Tai Chi practice. Came home, made a nice salad. Close that door. Made a nice salad. And man, oh man, it was good. Then I went upstairs and laid down, but I had to wake up because young son came to the door and nobody was available to open the door, so I had to get up, woke me up. And I was trying to go back to sleep, and I was trying to use the meditation process to calm down to go back to sleep, because sometimes it's kind of hard. And this is getting, as I get older, it's getting kind of hard for me to go back to sleep after I'm woken up, right? I don't remember it because I eventually go to sleep, but it's like, it'd be kind of tedious to try to shut the body back down after coming down and being in the light and all that stuff. But anyway, family, I want to say great Ujima to you. I want to make sure that you know that you are here on the Daily Spark. I'm going to ask you to look down in the description, click the link, come over and join us, get on the Telegram, because I'm building stuff just for the Telegram group, right? There's plenty of stuff on there. You get the extensive write-up on the proverb of the day, the ancestral algorithm, the loop, right? We're doing it. I'm adding, and then on top of that, you get the images, right? Because I'm trying to build a cinematic universe. Like, did you look at the outfit that the lady on the cover has? Oh my God! Listen, family. It's beautiful, and it's a light and royal blue for Ujima with it's dope. But anyway, let's keep it moving. So now, first off, let's get into. That's right. Wrong. Oh, my fault. That was Simba. That was anime. This is what I wanted. Right? The proverb. Is that your clothes or is that your school stuff? Take it upstairs like I told you. Proverb of the day. Man. Look, you dropping stuff. Once again, this is why I wanted you to do it upstairs. Learn to listen, sir. It'll come. All right. Man, oh man, family. It's real life here at Gye-nyame. It's real life here at Gye-nyame. Right? So, hey, let's build. Now, so the proverb of the day is truth is like oil. No matter how much water you pour on it, it will always float to the top. Truth is like oil. No matter how much water you pour on it, it will always float to the top. And we got to remember that, family. You are like oil in the midst of a bunch of water, fam. Right? You might get shook up a little bit. You might have to hold your breath a little bit, but you going to rise. Right? Sometimes, like I said, I have been what they call a late bloomer my whole life. I'm cool with that. I'm still blooming, right? It's late, but I'm still blooming, right? Listen, like truth, you will always rise up. You understand? I mean, even the major book of Gye-nyame, which is the African Openings to the Tree of Life, in the book inside the book, because there's two books in the African, the book inside the book, it talks about how truth can be crushed down to the ground. Ideas can be crushed down to the ground, but they can arise. And you are like that as well. This is why the symbol of Gye-nyame is the phoenix. Of course, we got the lion, we got the symbol, right? But Simba has a nation where it belongs. The mighty Simba nation, too black, too strong. We pour libation, bring our ancestors home. Right? I trust my brother because I'm safe in his arms. Right? But anyway, but in Gye-nyame, what would it be called? The animal, right? Because the phoenix is not, but they have a particular word for it, and I can't think of it. It'll come to me. But the phoenix is that mascot. The phoenix is that symbol. Why? Because we could be burnt up, but we always return, right? Just like the oil rising, right? Your life will bring things on you and might burn you to a crisp, but you are going to heal and you are going to sprout again, right? Truth is like oil, and you are like oil. You might not realize it right now, but you are like oil. Stay on the truth, stay on what's real, and no matter how much water they pour on you, no matter how many lies, no matter how much hate they pour on you, you will always float to the top. Hold on to that, family. Hold on to that. This is why I tell you, you got to get your proverbs, family. This crystallized wisdom that our ancestors left us, these are tools, these are heuristics that you could use in hard times to pull yourself through. Because somebody out there right now need this right now. Truth is like oil, right? Somebody out there lying on you right now. Somebody out there bad-mouthing you right now. Somebody's just mad and jealous of you right now. And the only thing you have to base it on is this ancestral truth. And let me tell you something about the ancestral truth, right? If it survived up to today, it has some utility. I'm just saying, if it made it up till today, and we say it on the show, it has some utility, some deep truth in there. Your job is to fish it out. Now, let's move to the ancestral algorithm of the day. And the focus for Ujima, as far as the ancestral algorithm, is overcoming apathy and a program of individual burden. Right? We have been programmed to be apathetic and just accept what's happening and be like blah, 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 right? Dope ourselves up. We got to look for other highs because our lives is not high enough for us. We got to look for ways to inebriate ourselves, an apathy, a sadness, a depression, right? That this world wants to push on you. It has to push it on you because the only way this world works is if all of us are off balance and we ain't got time. I'm too apathetic to even look at what's going on. Or I'm too busy. Or I'm running on a hamster wheel. I don't have time, right? And it gets depressing, right? And then the program that they throwing on us is the individual burden. We all have this individual burden. We all got this we all have our own cross to bear. Okay. That's their world. In our world, we have a cross, family. We helping each other, right? We got to help each other. This is what we got to do, fam. This is our culture. Our culture is Ujima, collective work and responsibility. Not just work in the streets, not just work on a job, the work of life, the work of community, collective work. It ain't say individual work. Hell, even in Gye-nyame, when we count, you're going to find this out as we read, but even in Gye-nyame, when we count, one is not one. One does not represent independence. It represents interdependence. What is the example of one when we're talking about in Gye-nyame? The symbol of one is a tree. How much more interdependent can you be than a tree? It looks like it's standing by itself, but it's supported by the earth. It's fed by the sun. It's watered by the clouds, right? It's a home for millions of bugs and birds and squirrels and all types of animals. And it's an intimate part of the environment that it is in. An interdependent part. And its whole existence is based on interdependence, just like ours, just like yours, just like mine. We are because we are. I am because we are, and we are because I am. I am is a powerful statement. But let me throw some light on that for you, right? Others cultures will tell us I am is the most powerful statement you could make, but I will argue that. And I will say for our culture, the most powerful statement we could make is we are. Can I get some thought? I'm going to have to let the thunder clap on that. The most powerful statement for us is not I am, but we are. Those of you in Gye-nyame, I hope you taking notes. I hope one of y'all writing your thesis on this. I hope one of you is writing a book for Gye-nyame on this. You're going to leave part of the legacy, leave something from the legacy. We are is the most powerful statement in our culture. Not I am. Not I am. I am is powerful, but it's not as powerful as the we are, right? I am wealthy is not as powerful as we are wealthy. You know what I'm saying? I am successful is not as powerful as we are successful. I am healed and I am healthy is not as powerful as we are healed and we are healthy. You get it? But anyway, let me move on. So the actual algorithm for today is when we build together, the foundation is unbreakable. Say it with your chest with me. When we build together, I can't hear you. Anime, what's going on out there? I done hurt somebody's feelings. Because they've been basing their whole life on I am. Get over it. Yeah. Sit up. That's right. Here we go. When we build together, say it with your chest. When we build together, throw the emotions in there because these emotions play a part. When we build together, close your eyes, feel the words, feel the vibrations. See, it ain't just a matter of saying the Ubuntu loop. It ain't just a matter of saying the African, the ancestral algorithm. It ain't just about saying the proverb. It ain't just about saying the principles. Do you feel them? Right? As I finished my meditation, my moving meditation this morning, right? I sat there for a second. I ran through my ancestral list and I caught the vibration of everything that was going on around me. It wasn't nothing deep. It wasn't nothing deep. It wasn't a flash of light. It wasn't a voice thundering out the sky. But it was just being able to feel the vibration and the rhythm of the moment. powerful. Powerful. We come from a powerful people, family. Y'all are powerful. Let me give y'all a round of applause. Let me give them a round of applause. We got a part of the family that can't hear any of the sound effects. Those of you that's on speaker, throw some fire emojis for those that might be tuning in and checking us out live, right? Then those of you that's on Spreaker, if you want to find out how to check me out live and also come on the show and have conversation with me as we build this thing, as we build our thing. Cat-in, as Brother Kwame taught us, cat-in is the comedic words. He even gave us the comedic symbol for cat-in, right? Cat-in, our thing, the thing that we are building, right? As we start building this and y'all be wanting to come on the show, y'all want to be having conversations, we can do that. We could do that, right? It's just a matter of us supporting what we have, because no one will take your shit more seriously than you, nor should they, right? This is your thing. This is our thing, right? What's even more powerful than your thing or my thing is our thing. You get it? All right. When we build together, the foundation is unbreakable. Stress that word foundation. Hit it, right? Because when you hit that word foundation, foundation is supposed to be strong. You see how close that door. Close the door, young son, please. All right, cool. So now we're going to move into the Ubuntu loop for today. The Ubuntu loop is based on the adjective of interdependent. Interdependent. We're using interdependent as the adjective, right? All right, cool. So here we go. Interdependent, we're defining it as embracing the healthy reliance that keeps the energetic loop flowing seamlessly. Embracing the healthy reliance that keeps the energetic loop flowing seamlessly. Embracing the healthy reliance that keep the energetic loop flowing seamlessly. The energetic loop. The loop of the I am, because we are the Ubuntu loop. You get it? So, because I am interdependent, because we are interdependent, and because we are interdependent, I am interdependent. That seamless loop of power that we've been letting other people possess. We've been practicing Ubuntu with other folks, and we haven't brought it home. It's time for us to bring our principles home and start using our principles, because people are using the processes that are ancient to us and new to them. So let me tell you this. It's sort of like a dog. A dog will treat the new person, you know what I'm saying, very well, right? But it always, you know what I'm saying, when the master come home, it will always drop what it's doing and come to that master. Regardless of how long the master been gone, it will come to the master. And it will do the master's bidding. Even if that bidding is possibly chewing up that other person. Just telling y'all. This is our tools. They're out there. We need to start bringing them home. We're calling the Ubuntu home. We're calling the algorithms home. We're calling all of the stuff that we got out there. We're calling it home. And we're adding it back into our culture. We're breathing the life back into our culture. I'm on 20 minutes and I haven't even hit. I might just need to have a show for the script and a show for my ranting. But here we go. So, I am interdependent because we are interdependent, and we are interdependent because I am interdependent. Here are the haikus for the day. Guilt. Listen. Guilt is the tool used to keep you stuck in bad place. Release it and run. Guilt. You think you better than us. See, I'm thinking about doing a little piece for the YouTubers, for the YouTube, You know what I'm saying? Just a little discussion on that. You think you better than us? Family, let me say this. If somebody has audacity to say that to you, you need to say yes. Yes, I do. And just in the conversation, right? Yes, I do. And get to moving, right? You might have to leave. It might be at your house. You might have to leave your house for a little while. Have your tribe together so that you can go somewhere and be safe, right? Yes, I do. See, because you should. Because if you are working on you, right, why should you feel guilty about working on you? I want you to rest on that for a minute. Shots fired. Shots fired, right? People be feeling guilty because they working on them. I went through it. Feel guilty, right? Oh, you think you better than us? No, okay. Yeah, you're right. You're right. I'm better than the bullshit we doing. I'm better than the conversations we having. Yes, indeed. Matter of fact, I'm better than the situations that I always find myself with you in. Right? Yes. Many of us are being held down and held in place by the guilt that other people want to place upon us. And I'm saying run from it, family. Leave that shit. Leave that shit. We all about a subtractive self-mastery via Negativa, right? Shame, blame, and guilt, right? Used on you as a weapon to hold you in place is not something good for you. It's not a vitamin. It's a poison. Although shame, because like I said, shame, blame, and guilt, there's sides that can be used that can move you towards things, but when they're trying to keep you stuck in place, you really need to reevaluate. Let's move on. You will rise to the top, but you will have to practice patience in slow times. That oil that we talked about in the proverb, oftentimes it get, with the turbulence of what's going on, it might take a while for it to rise, but eventually it will rise and come back together in some cases, right? Family, all you have to do is practice patience. One of my elders described it as the lonely mile, right? The lonely mile, right? Many of you are on a lonely mile right now. I'm telling you, be patient. Make it through, because on the other side, family, on the other side, but it never stops. Because here we go. All is a process, one thing leading to the next. Be ready to move, because soon as you finish this challenge, because I want you to understand the hero's journey or the cycle of rites of passage, where you have the call, right? You have the mentor to get you ready. You have the separation, right? You have the initiation, right? You have the reintroduction. You come back to society and the cycle starts all over again. People are like, you always talking about trust the process. The process has been processing. The process is always processing. And regardless of whether you want to admit it or not, in your life, part of the problems that you may be having is because you're denying the processes that are in place and that are moving in your life. You haven't recognized whether the process is working for you or working for someone else, or working for you or working against you. Many of you are involved in processes that are not designed for your benefit. And all Brother Haatim is trying to get you to do is start plugging into some shit that work for you. That's it. All right, but anyway, that's my haikus. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to give myself, am I haiku? Yep. Okay, I'm going to take a couple pictures. Those of you that's on the other side, right, that can't hear the sound, a camera is flashing right now because I'm posing and I'm doing the victory lap for the haikus, right? I'm haikuing, right? But now, let's get to the show. And the title of the show is The Unbreakable Bedrock, Buoyancy, Truth, and the Architecture of Collective Power. Ooh. Yeah, I mean, we don't be fucking around over here at Gye-nyame. I don't know what they doing in these other places, but I'm not playing. I'm not playing with this AI. I'm not playing with my own writing. I'm not playing with the steps that I'm taking. I'm not playing with Gye-nyame tribe. I'm not playing with Simba Nation. I'm not playing with Tawi family. We are moving we are moving up. We doing the George Jefferson, moving on up. Cause family, it's too much stuff going on around us that's bullshit for the families that I am part of, not to be the oil rising to the top. We the oil. The rest of the shit is water. You know what I'm saying? You need to get with the oil. You understand what I'm saying? But anyway, here is the actual haiku. Let's see if I'm haikuing. Get the camera ready. Anime, you ready? Simba, you ready? Simba ready. Let's read this haiku. Truth will always rise. 5. When the hands of many build. 7. Bedrock never breaks. That's right. Pin my picture by the word haiku. That's pin my picture up. That's right. Do it. That's right. Part of my personal practice is haikuing, and I'm I'm approaching 10,000 haikus. I'm at 1,500, and I'm just joking. I don't know how many, but anyway, ring that bell. Let's get it started. I need you to pull up a chair to our pretend porch right now, right? Until we are able to get our porch. You understand what I'm saying? Our porch, right? I got a porch, right? But our porch. Gye-nyame need a porch, right? Gye-nyame need a clubhouse. Several of them. We need campsite. Once again, we're moving on up, right? Pull up a chair, family. Settle your breath deep down into your belly, right into the kumbha spot. 2 fingers below your belly button, right? Ground your heels firmly into the earth, and let's sit with this morning medicine. It's time, right? Today is 8/19/26-3, and we step directly into the collective frequency of Ujima, right? Those of you that have been initiated, you know what day Ujima is. Collective work and responsibility for the uninitiated. That's the definition. But you also should know today, it vibrates in the deep resonance of royal blue and light blue, activating the throat chakra and the fire of clear communication to align internal and external forces. You got that? Now, ancestors have handed us our algorithm for today's walk. When we build together, the foundation is unbreakable. For those watching, I am reading a script. This is a script. I should have did this 27 minutes ago. But anyway, in our daily walk, how often do we attempt to build massive dreams on hollow, individualistic soil? When a warrior attempts to shoulder the weight of family, institution building, and economic survival all alone, they fall into the program of individual burden. That isolated state pulls consciousness down into the survival triad. What's the survival triad? As we are taught by Elder Wakesa, mad, sad, and scared. Now, the survival triad is what I call it, right? I don't know if Elder does, but mad, sad, and scared. And we wanna clap it up for the Elder for giving us a language to look at some of the shit that's being used against us, right? And used from within us. You know what I'm saying? Not only our enemy, but our enemy is using this shit to keep us off track. But anyway, that's a whole nother story. That isolated state pulls consciousness down into the survival triad of mad, sad, and scared, exhausting our spirit with blame, shame, and guilt, because those are the next 3 that come. Instead of locking arms with the tribe, we live in a culture that glorifies the lone wolf, preaching the gospel of hyper-individualism that convinces our brothers and sisters that asking for help is a badge of weakness. Not over here. We exhaust our nervous systems carrying stones meant to be quarried and stacked by a village. The knowledge holders remind us in the sacred text, and this is the African openings to the tree of life. Listen, the neglect of duty to self, brother or sister, creates spiritual imbalance, and that all is a network. Ujima is the ancestral antidote to this toxic isolation. It teaches us that our challenge and our challenges are collective data points, and our unified actions are collective power. Somebody type out share if you feeling. It teaches us that our challenges are collective data. Our challenges are collective data. Our challenges are collective data points, and our unified actions are collective power. In Gye-nyame journey system, I laid out in the Player's Pyramid in the Warrior's Handbook for Life's journey. Building an unbreakable foundation does not begin by adding more tasks to your schedule. It requires the sacred discipline of via Negativa, the art of subtraction. You cannot lay fresh mortar over crumbling debris. Before you can build, scrape off the buildup of false conditioning. Right? We need to subtract the lone wolf ego. Drop the prideful weight of believing you must carry the entire community alone. You are not a survivor. You are not a savior in a vacuum. You are a vital cell in a living body. Scrape away apathy. Purge the cynical lie that whispers that that's not my problem. When your brother's roof is leaking or your sister's child stumbles, the perimeter of the entire village is compromised. See, this is something we have to work on. That's that apathy. This is not my problem, right? When it affects someone in our village, somebody in our tribe, right? We just have to be clear on our borders. And I know that sounds so crazy during these times, but please understand what I'm trying to say. All right. Silence and passive commentary. Cut the noise of sideline critiques and produce zero mortar and stack zero bricks. My fault. Cut the noise of sideline critiques that produce zero mortar and stack zero bricks. Release the urge to complain about what is broken. Stop feeding dysfunction with your attention. We put attention on the wrong shit a lot of times. When you strip away these heavy incrustations, what remains is the clear space where collective responsibility naturally flows. Look at how the ancient wisdom of today's sacred proverb anchors this reality. Truth is like oil. No matter how much water you pour on it, it will always flow to the top. Consider the physical laws of creation. You can pour torrential buckets of heavy water over a drop of oil, stir it into chaos, and try to force it down into the murky depths. But the buoyant essence of oil refuses to assimilate. The moment the disturbance settles, the oil rises effortlessly straight to the surface. Truth, Maya, operates under the exact same cosmic law. When you build your life, family, school, or tribe upon unvarnished truth and collective accountability, no amount of suppression or temporary adversity can keep the structure submerged. Falsehood demands constant, exhausting maintenance to hold underwater. Truth simply rises because it is aligned with reality. Is your life aligned with reality? I'm asking you, shots fired. Is your life aligned with reality? I'll be listening to some, but I'm like, shit. Okay. Our history on this very day demonstrates how truth and collective purpose ascended above the heaviest water. Benjamin Banneker, letter to Thomas Jefferson, August 19th. 1791. Banneker, a self-taught African-American mathematician, astronomer, and surveyor, penned his historic letter directly to the Secretary of State at the time. Enclosed in his handwritten almanac, Banneker fearlessly exposed the moral contradictions between the Declaration of Independence and chattel slavery. His intellect and moral clarity operated precisely like oil in water. My fault, not on water. rising cleanly above the prejudice and dismantling the lie of intellectual inferiority. Come on now. Right? Clara, Luper, and the Cat's Drug Store sit-in, August 19th, 1958. In Oklahoma City, Clara Luper led 13 young warriors of the NAACP Youth Council, ages 6 to 17, into the quiet, segregated Cat's Drug Store, refusing to react with anger or shrinking fear. Their quiet, unified dignity forced the truth of human equality to surface, sparking a sit-in movement that desegregated scores of businesses across these states. Now, in the 7 Sticks Millennium Secret 7, one of my books, the lesson is clear. A single stick is snapped with ease by the weakest hand, but when 7 sticks are bound together with twine, even the strongest force cannot break the bundle. But yeah, I mean, it's harder. It's not impossible. Ujima calls us to bind our sticks. First, harmonize your internal collective. Align your intuition, mind, emotion, spirit, and physical vessel through the rhythmic breathing. Pulling our shake deep into your belly. When your internal house is in order, step out onto the porch of life and lock arms with the tribe. We make our brothers and sisters' problems our collective work. We transmute blame, shame, and guilt into an enduring fortress of peace, power, and joy. And family, with that, you know what it is. You are now listening to Gye-nyame Journey Radio. This is a Heart of a Symbol production. Where we strive to blow up your old paradigms.